stinging wasp! Glory in the dark! Take them to the earth! See!
Keep quiet.
This is mine. Another glorious battle.
It disturbs us. Fear in the eyes.
Stand back.
So many drain thralls. You think something's drawing them here?
Trespassers! Look out there! Cory in the brush! The light!
Here it comes.
Quiet as the depths.
Who's the quarry in the brush? Survivors in the docks!
Think those are keeping us out or something in?
I've dreamt of exploring Nagukubel for years, to find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished. Of course, but we can take a little look around, since we're here already, can't we?
There must have been a battle here long ago. See those metal corpses? We saw them around Naku Tedek, too.
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. To kill godless, I imagine. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akhidan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
Still, I wonder why they fell. Were they overwhelmed, or taken by surprise, or something else?
8 years. Blood like a fountain. No quarter. Nothing spared.
Wait, did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say? Perhaps more. It's impossible to know the true count. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready? We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go already. Worthan Roth.
and we loved in return. We are nearly free now. We remember. They loved, and we loved in return.
Galawain's gonads. We're actually in Nakukubel. Someone pinch me. Shh.
Guys are on my side.
Who's ready for more?
We see you! Fate them to the earth! Sick!
Oh, look at that Audra. What else might be here?
The heart of the Akita beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
The brambles! How did you... Oh, and someone's here now. No one's ever in the ruins.
An intruder comes.
That's a ghost. That's an Akedan ghost!
You don't belong here. Why have you come? What business do you have in this place? Tell me, before I strike you down. The gardener grows and grows and grows their reach still, I see.
The gardener. That must be how the ancient Akedans referred to their god, to Sopadal.
I am Numena, Tebaro Sanakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our kin. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us. We would have offered them everything. just to save some piece of us. But they did not speak. The Deathbringers were only there for the slaughter. Our words were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akida, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records, no histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. The memory, it scorches our wounds. The light, it blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears. The gardener was afraid, yes. They were terrified. That was all they saw. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akida wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
We wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials. Survive these trials, and you will know the way to the garden. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face the second. You saw. Yes, she was tested. She was trained to build and lead. But she fell, as did all the cities of my people when the Magfolk came. Go now. Your trials begin.
We just spoke to an ancient Akidan!
You take lead.
I think I got bone dust in my fur. That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akida called their godlikes.
Right behind you.
That's one for us.
I'll have to do a more thorough reading later, but it looks like notes from the architect. It seems Naku was divinely inspired, so it's Sapadal's fault you got lost earlier. Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
I get the feeling they're not done with us.
Yeah.
Unseen.
That's the last of them. So much for the first trial. On to the second.
You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what writhes in it. You wish to find our gardener? I know that story, and where it ends. The Magfolk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the Magfolk would do, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled. The land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How could... did we do this? A mere crack. We ripple in the lake. We cannot. We writhe. Why must we feel this again?
There were so few of us left when the Magfolk were at our doors. How could you know of this? Yes, their ways are strange and volatile, and you will need to show wisdom to navigate them. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. Show me how clever you are. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Wisdom, huh? Afraid this one's all on you two.
Trial of the mind. I wonder if there's a clever trick to it. Just find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash. right rhythm and we'll be throwing a flash. These ghosts aren't very helpful, are they?
Maybe you just gotta soften them up a little. Play on the charm.
Perhaps they're just unused to visitors? Surely they'll warm up to us eventually.
There can't be that much more, right?
Well, it just seems unfair.
Those spirits are looking for daddy.
The Echidans are being less welcoming than I'd hoped.
If their last visitors were the mag folk, I can see why.
They must be trying to protect their gardener. Still, this feels hostile.
Make no mistake, I'm sure it's hostile.
time's the charm.
But you are an outlander. Somehow you've proven to have strength and wit. We now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We cannot risk you causing another calamity. You know of this. Imana's brethren were mistaken. But we would know what's best for our gardener. We understand what they are. No more words. You have not earned the right. Finish your last trial. You come as a supplicant. You do not have the privilege of questions. Go.
At the end of all these trials, can't imagine. Of course, these trials require a leap of
You bear our gardener's mark.
The gardener has grown roots into the Outlander.
What do you truly seek with our God?
This is... Oh. Well, seems like some of the construction crew had all kinds of fun.
Come, Outlander.
The fur on the back of my neck is standing up.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen, but your journey ends here.
Soil hardens. Hesitation. Why do we smell fear? They are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die, Outlander. We cannot risk you provoking the Gardener and causing another calamity.
So, we will not have another calamity in this land again.
If you are as noble a creature as you claim, you will let your bones rest here with ours.
Now, lay your life down. We will all rest quietly. The gardener will not be disturbed.
We only do what we must.
So be it. Prepare yourself.
dead this time?
Oh, and it looks like we got a prize on the table over there. Let's take a look, shall we?
Just like the good old days.
I've never seen an Akedan device like this. These mechanisms, they mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Ever closer. We must speak of this.
Doesn't look like any map I've ever seen. But I'll take your word for it.
Don't rush me, dearie. Akedan isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. I need time to translate. Envoy, your god wants a chat.
Come, we yearn for answers. You are here. You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Jabaru Sanakis, they turn from you. How can this be? Surely they would welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root. Ungrateful! They forget what we have done for them, how we loved them. We were theirs, and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we were true. Always, we protected them. We did not choose this. We did not want this. The earth shook. The waters rose. We will not remember. We do not hide. Lies. The rot twists our memories, splinters them. Reflections in a night-swallowed lake. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We love them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift. A seedling of power. We will show you our favor. Wait. An intruder. The piercing light. She draws near. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. She brings the purging fire at her back. She comes to trap us. Out! Out! Send her out! Set us free!
Wake up! Wake up! What happened? Are you all right? What did you do?
I don't know what you and Sapadal were jawing about, but it must have been juicy because the Adra started to shake and hum.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened with Sapadal? Well, that tantrum is attracting dream thralls. They're flooding the area, so I think it's a great time to leave. Now! The map points us to Galawain's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
Galawain's tusks. That's out of the fire and into the volcano. First, we've got to get out of here alive. Steel yourselves.
Look out!
Here we go!
Much as I hate to leave, let's get out of here before more dreams.
Quarry in the brush!
Keep quiet.
You are out of your mind here, Inquisitor. Leave before you worsen the situation.
Ruins are overgrown with corruption. Should burn it out before it spreads.
You're a child playing at being a hero. You understand none of the forces at work here.
The Circle of Archmagi has overstepped their authority. Again.
I don't know how to explain this any better. This is not a problem to solve with cannons or steel.
No wonder your guard got so angry. I feel the same way when Ludwig's near.
Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for. Because those ruins are about to be a distant memory. And the Dream Scourge. Yet you walked away unscathed. Fascinating. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
The same poison that spread to Fior Messiverno, and even now rots the city from within. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal. There are two plagues in the Living Lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akita will remain.
We may not burn out the Dream Scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Is her first instinct always to destroy stuff and hope that fixes things?
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the Living Lands.
Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sapadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far.
I do love it when people choose to listen to reason. I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand.
This should be amusing.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me. I enjoy reminding bullies how toothless they really are. Anyway, I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the Living Lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwig from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A few deaths. What about Quilici? And the other Furians? And Quilici?
Gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel no pain.
Yes, exactly. Very concisely put. A few dozen people may die. Possibly 100 or so in the more dire scenarios.
What? This is your solution?
There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
Ringrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue. No matter how much we might want to.
You can't be entertaining this. Not after what we've seen. The frozen corpses, the twisted riddles. The Dream Scourge is a tragedy, but she's a monster. You can't leave Thirdborn at her mercy.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
At least I'm not the only rational voice in this debate. She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more. If such an alternative existed, I'd have suggested it already. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you. Envoy, I want to show you something. I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice. And what makes you so sure the decision is truly yours? Sapadal has been whispering in your ear, guiding you, influencing you. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
This isn't about Sapadal. This is about every man, woman, and child in Shatterscarp.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good? Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the statue it couldn't repair. Remember the lesson I tried to teach you. None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose, Envoy. Destroy the ruins and the Dream Thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp with an unknowable number of casualties.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
Good people die either way, but severing the Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Ludwig's right. I hate what the Dream Scourge has done to Thirdborn, but letting that Archmage snuff out even more lives is worse. Destroy the ruins, Envoy. Whatever comes next, at least it's something people can fight or flee.
Call it an experiment. To see if a mortal can think of futures beyond one's lifetime. And be less sentimental than the village about its statue. Also, I rather loathe the Inquisitor. She's far too used to getting her own way.
Ideological and self-absorbed. You hold a blade to the throat of my soldiers, but that's no excuse for wasting my time. Envoy, I hate to be in this position, but at least the choice is in Adiran hands. So choose.
Oh, what a relief. You really scared me there, Envoy.
So be it. Sapadal's hold over you is stronger than I suspected.
Prune, strengthen the living leaves. We twine.
Attune your soul to Sapadal to assist my focus on the Adra. You're the only one who can do that part. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this. Marins Klapan ed Marslante. I am delighted to have been right about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still have some cleaning up to do. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. I think you made a choice that benefited the ultimate good. There will be no more Dream Thralls. You may, however, have nightmares, knowing you've caused so many casualties. But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
For... me?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can harness so much essence with ease. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping, and rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be... amazing! But, I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is... tempting.
In a different life, I might have asked you to come with us, Envoy. And don't worry, my work will still be here when you're done with your godlike's quest. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Why are we deferring to that maniac Ringgrim? Ugh.
I don't trust this heathen magic.
No progress.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Three dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow. Sacrifices? Is that what you want to call it? Such a pretty word for so much death. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for? The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, Envoy.
Who needs fabric?
Temerity sent word. She said you can go. I'm I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way, too. Safe travels to you.
We need to talk. You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why. So because you don't trust her, you'll throw your lot in with something clearly worse?
You saw what she tried to do to my home. Do you think she'll be merciful to yours?
Ludwig's a monster. But how can you say Ringgrim's any less of one?
Ringgrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is, the twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
If we run into Ludwig out there, it's gonna be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. We've thwarted her twice now, but she keeps burrowing deeper into the living lands.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
That might be easier said than done.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
But will she do the same? I think not. Violence may be inevitable.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden. Above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a Bleste thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Bleste oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Sapadal? How do you know you can trust them?
I hate to be the voice of reason, but we are talking about a god. There are limits to what we can even comprehend.
I have a powerful connection to my Bleste flute, but I'm not about to take orders from it.
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done here. Do whatever Bleste planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. It is. And it isn't. I'm not sure what it is, really. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. I guess a lot of things happened to me there. I grew up there in Solace, and I left there on purpose. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. How much do you really know about Adra? Very good. We severed the Adra and Naku Kubel to slow down the Dream Scourge. But at what cost? Still, I wish we had better options. The souls of the dead who go looking for a passage to the beyond will have nowhere to go. They'll be lost in darkness. Some will find their way to an Adra pillar, far from Shatterscarp. But others could wander this land for centuries. Possibly. Probably. Eventually. Try as we might to help others, we won't always succeed.
Even the dead can suffer the consequences of our actions. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves. As do I. We both deserve a little peace. And if the world will not give it to us, then we'll just find it in each other. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question? Something about Inquisitor Ludwig has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? But what about you, her kinsman? When you rejected Ludwig's offer, she wasn't surprised. As though she saw it coming. Ludwig clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell. Get some rest. You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I. Thanks for talking.
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. I just hope we made the right decision. Those ruins are priceless, and I truly look forward to exploring them again in the future, but I don't know that I'll ever truly accept what we did. What I did. Usually I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though... I know. We've seen enough pain caused by the Dream Scourge. Things have been... unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Akedans in the ruins. I was able to ask questions and get answers. Perhaps you'll pick a better specialty next time. Most historians have only hoped to speak with past lives through animancy. I'll blow them all away with my next paper. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we be any luckier? Fascinating. I can't imagine what it was like to grow up a godlike with no god. I'm glad you got answers, sweetheart. Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details. Sweet dreams, Envoy.
Is it just me, or does it look like that volcano's burning hotter now?
take lead.
Looks like the building's excited.
Stories about the tough.
Sit!
Can we finish here? Quickly, before I lose my lunch.
I will never complain about Marius' laundry habits again. Another win, but who's counting? Ready, aim.
no, you don't.
Guess we're finding another way across. Quiet as the depths.
Of all the stupid things our people ever did. Gods, look at that hideous thing. And I was already having a bad hunt today. That just makes it worse.
Another monument to Nandru. Just more proof Solis Keep doesn't know its own priorities.
Maybe they'll learn once the sculptors die of hunger trying to finish it. Complaining? It's a waste of time and labor. Councilman Kostya is right. What's the point of honoring Nandru when our people are dying? We should be feeding our people and gathering medicine for our sick.
There's a time and place for creating frivolous monuments. This isn't one of them.
No, it isn't. But Solace Keep makes a holy duty out of these old traditions. And so we keep on ignoring what we dwarves actually need. I hope not. It's not just me. Many of us are also upset by this obsession with the past. Forget it. What's the point of talking Pargrunen business with an outlander?
At the end of the day, we still need to hunt. The keep needs whatever meat we can get.
win with a good team. Right behind you. Who's there? Whatever's.
It's out.
Let's
get there.
Show me what.
On the left. heard something.
Yeah.